What's going on, ladies and gents? Dalbo here for T3G, and welcome to another Tech Monday. This is where we review tech, do product comparisons, and do all sorts of other tech products. If you're new, please consider subscribing. Today we're doing something very special. We're doing a multi-product comparison, specifically microphone. All right, look, I'm gonna be honest with you. The plan was to do the audio shootout, the microphone shootout, whatever I was gonna call it, but I came up with something really cool, and it actually panned out. So to execute it, I needed a little more time, and we're going to be doing the audio / microphone shootout next week. So today, we're going to do something a little less intensive, but something I wanted to share because I think my version's a little more concise than the one I learned from. Check it out. Alright guys, so what I want to share is something that I learned from Peter McKinnon. He actually did I think he calls them 2-Minute Tuesdays, which I thought was funny because I feel like those started after our old 1-Minute Wednesdays segment. But you know, I'm not calling anybody a thief. I'm just saying. And that is how to automatically extend your audio for the purpose of your project. I think we have a longer project. I think Dark Souls was a pretty lengthy video. I don't recall if there was music on it. I don't think actually, no music on it. This is actually a perfect example. Basically what I'm going to show you is how to use Audition, which is another Adobe product. So if you have the entire Adobe suite, to automatically extend and perfectly cut together your song to fit across your entire video. I mean, in this case, it's an hour and 15 video. Probably want to switch it up, maybe put a little playlist together, but this is just an example. So what you want to do first is you want to add in your audio, and I've actually done that over here. I've got a vertically mounted left display, and that's where my audio is. And then from the project window, I'm just going to right click. I'm going to go to edit in Adobe Audition and hit clip. And as you see, that's going to open up on our primary screen, and that's going to bring up this visual. Now, if you've never used Audition or if you've never edited audio before, this might be a little overwhelming, but it's not a big deal. You just right click on the track on the left side. You're going to insert into multi-track, new multi-track session. You're going to hit OK. I've done this several times, so there's already an untitled session. I've found no benefit to saving the sessions, so I just do this every time I need it to. And then once this is showed up, again, there's a lot going on, but you can ignore all of it. If Remix is closed, you want to open up the Remix tab, and you want to click Enable Remix. It's going to take, depending on the song, it's going to take a minute, maybe less. Essentially, during this process, it's just figuring out the song, figuring out where the waveforms are, where it can be cut together, where it will have seamless transitions. So in our case, we've got a 1 hour and 17-minute long session. So we want 1:17:23. No? Is that not how it works? So then it's going to be, it's 1:17, that is 77. No? 77 seconds is 16. No, 77:23. Okay. Plus or minus 5 seconds. And so it might be 28 and it might be whatever, 18. So let's see what it does. And you see it's very, very quick. This is completely real time. This song is actually really easy to work with. Other songs do take longer. This song just happens to be really kind of built for this. And our ultimate finale is 1 hour 16:34. That's about a minute shy. So let's go ahead and pump this up to 18 even. Should give us about 17 and change, hopefully. So 17:10. That leaves about 13 seconds of dead air at the end. I'm deciding that I'm okay with that. Most people aren't going to look at the end of the video. Anyway, this is just for example. It's easier to do with different songs. Some songs will have less of a stretch. Others will have more of a stretch. That's why it gives you the plus or minus 5 seconds, because the song itself kind of determines how often it can be cut. So depending on the track, you might be able to do it more accurately. Next, you just hit File, Export, and export to Adobe Premiere Pro. Again, you just hit Export. It's going to say it exists. Again, I found no benefit in saving existing things and saving new files. It just takes up space. So I hit yes. Again, about a minute or less depending on the song. And once it's done, it's going to kick back over into Premiere. It's already created, I'll show you guys here on the left screen, it's already created a second file, and that's right here, and that's its extracted audio that it used in Audition. And then when it imports, as it's doing now, you'll see it'll actually create yet another track. Boom. So it creates another audio file. It automatically asks you if you want to add a track. And I'm going to hit OK. It's going to pop it in. It's going to generate the waveform for it. And you can see that it's got a little bit of dead space at the end there. You can change that. You could adjust that based on, you know, editing the video down a little more, cutting out some ums and uhs and ands, for sure, ands. But that's how you can make any song just knock out real quick a custom length, because some songs you just want to use the same song. Maybe it's a 3-minute song, you've got a 5-minute video, you just really want to use that song. You don't have to worry about manually cutting it together. As you can see, this is perfectly fluid. I've never ever noticed a cut. I've used it so many times since I've learned this. Peter McKinnon's instructions were a little more click steppy. There was several more steps. I'm a big fan of right clicking. You know, in his version, he drags the waveform into the file. That I don't see the need for that. I just go based on the numbers and I just right click on the file. So I feel mine's a little bit faster. Also, some people may not have seen his, so here's my version. But I definitely don't want to take away anything from Peter McKinnon or anybody else that I learned from, him being one of the major sources from my filming knowledge, as well as D4 Darius. I've linked both of them in the cards down below. Check them out, please. They're way better at filming than I am, and I'm learning from them, and I just wanted to pass along something that I learned. So if you liked the video, make sure you hit that like button. Subscribe if you are new around here. Come back next week, please. We got something fun for you guys. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one.